The 2023 World Baseball Classic showed an unprecedented level of excitement. The final match was a showdown between Japan and the United States, and Japan defeated the United States 3-2 to win the championship for the third time. In particular, Japan's come-from-behind play against Mexico in the semifinals and the confrontation between batsman Trout and pitcher Otani at the end of the finals were the most dramatic. The last of the game was a showdown between players representing the baseball world of both countries. One U.S. commentator even said that this WBC will not be forgotten for decades to come. This year's WBC was like a huge story with a dramatic ending, and many people around the world learned about the wonders of baseball. In that sense, the real winner of this tournament may have been baseball itself. In Japan, baseball has a longer history than soccer and can be said to be a more popular sport than soccer. Both sports are team sports, but baseball is centered around the one-on-one showdown between a pitcher and a batter. And along with physical factors, psychological factors also play an important role. It resembles a battle between two samurai. It is also implied that the Japanese national team is called Samrai Japan. That may be one of the reasons why baseball is so popular in Japan. A samurai fights with courage, but at the same time respects courtesy.侍ジャパン continues to show respect to their opponents, no matter how hellish the fight unfolds. This attitude of Japanese team was highly evaluated in this tournament as well. At the end of each game, everyone lines up, removes their caps, bows and waves to the audience, and then bows to the opposing team. This attitude of Samurai Japan seems to have given people around the world a fresh impression. One said, "What the world needs is this respect, humility, and unity from the Japanese team." One U.S. commentator reported with surprise that not a single piece of trash was found in the Japanese dugout during or after the match. This Samurai Japan attitude may reflect Japanese culture and society as a whole. However, it is possible that it strongly reflects the way of thinking about sports in particular. Sports in Japan are not just sports. Sports are also a way to grow as a person. Japanese sports manga and anime also contain such elements. The soccer anime Captain Tsubasa is one such example. By the time the era of war ended and the peaceful Edo period began, the samurai had a few opportunities to actually fight. But they never stopped training themselves in traditional Japanese style of fencing called kendo. Kendo was also linked with Zen, and strengthened its meaning as a way of not only training techniques, but also training the mind and aiming for personal growth. These meanings and traditions of kendo have been passed down to other sports to a greater or lesser extent. Any sport is meaningful, not only for training skills and winning against opponents, but also as a way to train one's spirit and grow as a person. I don't know how much the samurai of Samrai Japan are aware of such traditions. However, if you continue to play some kind of sport in Japan, you will grow up absorbing such traditions without realizing it. In other words, they learn the importance of personal growth through sports. After the game, everyone bows to the opposing team, which is probably just one of the attitude of the spirit nurtured in such traditions. And Shohei Ohtani best exemplifies the samurai tradition of respecting propriety.